Mr. CEO, man, if we can get you to partake from your phone for a second.
We lit. My boy in the building. Lights, camera, action. What we doing?
Shit, we living life. We getting money.
Hey, look though. Before we lit though. We live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before we even like go crazy though, because I think DC, like even the DMV, I feel like it's on the same caliber as like a Chicago when it comes to wildness, like when it comes to like crime, like when it comes to like a tough city to come up on. I feel like the DMV, DC is that. And I don't know if y'all get y'all flowers all the way, but I do know this is a tough spot to come up in. And for me, just being here, from the time that I have been here and being tapped in with you, I done seen a lot of storylines, and from the real news station to even the hip hop side and the rap side with 1090 Jake. Like, you got a lot going on. A lot of times people will be on the internet be like, yo, free this person. So like, I know your name been like drug, you know what I'm saying, through the mud.
Yeah,
like if they don't know you in real life, their perception of you is probably like a monster. I just want you to, are you a monster?
No, I mean, I won't consider myself a monster. I consider myself as a soldier who stand on business, you hear me? I mean, at the end of the day, and I think a lot of times when people say they stand on business, they don't actually understand what that really means, you hear me? So, I mean, me personally, yeah, that's what I am. I'm no monster. Monster is a nigga who just don't care about nothing. I care. I got feelings as well, you hear me? And I don't do shit just because. It gotta be for a reason, or it ain't gonna get done, you hear me? So that's just me.
Shit, I don't do shit. I do shit for a reason. Like, I feel like that's important though. Out of everything you just said, like people need to know that you ain't out here just going crazy just to go crazy.
Yeah, I'm at the point in my life, homie, where I play defense. So like offense is, we did that in the beginning of the stages. You hear me? So like we play defense, and so when you play defense, you ain't doing shit just because. We making that tackle for a reason. You hear me? Straight up.
Not for sure.
Even if you try to get the first down, you
yeah.
we try to stop you on 4 for 1, bitch. Yeah, straight up.
For sure.
Yeah,
shit. Everybody that's gonna tap into the interview. I just wanted you to get that out the way, because like your name being drugged through the mud. But like I said,
let the people know what the name is.
No, hold on. Before we even get to that, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to fly everything I want him to say, because like this ain't just anybody though. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like, my boy ain't gonna say he's not supposed to be here, but any other person wouldn't be here.
It took a lot to be here.
For sure, it took a lot to be here. But should we on the Big Mouth Media podcast? I got my boy Play in the building. What's happening?
Shout out Play, what's up, homie?
What's up, man? Yeah. Everybody waiting to hear this exclusive. I feel like my boy been silenced for a long time. I was telling you that the other day when we was chopping it up, man. So we about to get to the bottom of all this shit.
Shit, let them know who we got in the building.
Oh, it's your boy Milli, man, a.k.a. the Prince of Lynch Mob. Southeast DC, New Orleans, stand up. Y'all know what's down. Shout out to Maryland, Virginia, too. But y'all know, you know from the last interview, I don't be on no DMV shit. You hear me? Like, I fuck with Maryland and Virginia. You hear me? It's real gangsters out there that I fuck with. You hear me? But you know, I'm on DC, New Orleans. That's what we on.
No, for sure. We definitely tapped in with you a couple years ago. You actually took us around. You know what I'm saying? Felt safe in one of the most dangerous hoods
ain't no
in America.
Secret. Yeah. Ain't no secret, dog. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's a blessing to be sitting on this couch right here to be able to talk to you like this, because I see y'all upgraded in life. You heard me? And that's a blessing. You know, from 2020 to 2025, like you say, man, you ain't saying I was supposed to be here, but most people don't feel like I was supposed to be here, meaning they feel like I supposed to been doing life, or, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably dead or something, you hear me? But I'm out here, you know, through all the trials and tribulation in life. So that's a blessing on me, you hear me? Straight up.
Shit, to catch people up, not to go too far in depth though, Lynch Mob, that's where you from. For the people that don't know about Lynch Mob, like, you know what I'm saying, let them know real quick about Lynch Mob.
Oh, Lynch Mob is a War 8 projects, you heard me? A.K.A. Woodland Tours, that's the apartment complex. 2700 Bruce Place, bitch. I'm from up top. You heard me? Straight up. So you know how that go. You know how I go, normal project shit. You know what I'm saying? Welfare living. You know, EBT call spending. You know how this shit go, fans in the windows. Clothes on the clothes high. You heard me? We used to fucking play basketball with the crate cucked out on the bottom of that bitch. You heard me? Like, yeah, they know what's down. We really thugging in the real projects, homie. So I'm keeping it gangster with that shit. That's where I come from, homie.
Hey,
Not for sure. It's 2025. We tapped in like a couple years ago.
I gotta ask one little question real quick.
Yeah.
You still held real tight to your New Orleans accent though. Even
Yeah,
though
that
you
bitch
been
ain't
up
going
here.
nowhere. Yeah. Speaking of New Orleans, shout out to New Orleans. You know, I love New Orleans with a passion. At my second home, we just came back. We just flew back from New Orleans as well. You know what I'm saying? They met my family and shit out there, my bros and shit.
Okay,
The carpet was rolled out real nice. You heard me? We be back soon.
Oh,
You heard me?
nice.
Yeah, fucking right. We be back. New Orleans is a place that I suggest everybody go to with me. All that going with it, like by yourselves and shit like that, on some tour shit, fuck that. You ain't gonna get that real experience.
Okay.
Top in with 9 Milli, bitch. If you wanna have a good time in New Orleans, you wanna really know what's popping, where to eat at, where the Joe's at, bitch, come holler at me. Yeah, that's how
I
I'm
got something
talking.
for both of y'all. You was down New Orleans.
I've been in
you,
New Orleans
You
too.
did a run. You did a
We
good.
did a hood tour through New Orleans.
Yeah, he did a
Shout
run.
out my boy GDP though. It wouldn't have been done without GDP. So I
What
ain't
bank
gonna lie.
y'all was on?
I can't even say the banks,
You
but I
know
feel
what
like
I'm
we tapped
saying?
in with like the real joints though for sure.
But I was about to say, because I want to ask 9 Milli, I want to say, what's the biggest differences you think between New Orleans and DC?
The accent.
The accent.
I'm just keeping it gangster.
Everything
Everything else is the same, dog. You heard me? Like on the real, son. I mean, New Orleans gutter, DC gutter. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans ain't going for shit. DC ain't going for shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got DC and New Orleans got a hell of a pride. Like they big on their city. Like they represent that bitch to the fullest. If you ask somebody from New Orleans where they from, they not gonna say Louisiana. You understand what I'm saying? And DC, you know, it's the same way. Like they thugging hard out in DC. Nigga, this is what raised me, dog. So this is what got me on this platform. You heard me? So
Not for sure.
DC is always #1 in my book. You know what I'm saying? And New Orleans understand that. But that's why they respect me so much, because even when I go back to New Orleans, the fucking carpet is rolled out because I never forgot about New Orleans. You heard me? So that's how that go.
Shit,
Yeah.
nah, even like dating back to the last interview though, I think that shit did like over 40-something thousand views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shit still get
and y'all
comments.
was just fucking. Y'all seen a regular comments about he in jail for life. He
When
not
his
never
shit-
come
Yeah,
home.
but look,
type
the
shit.
thing that I was gonna speak on though is like I seen in the comments is like, oh, he not from DC, from Louisiana. Like everybody was like that Louisiana accent was like really going hard in the comment section though. So
Google lynch mob. Google lynch
He
mob
said that
DC,
nigga-
and they tell you where I'm from.
no, for sure.
Nah, real talk.
Even when it comes to the accent though, like how did you get the accent though when you like from DC?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just getting back to the roots and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just what it is. You know, being around a family and joking with them, and it just come like that. You know what I'm saying? And been like that for years, homie. You hear me? So it ain't going nowhere.
Do you think you sound like New Orleans or you feel like you sound like DC?
I mean, I feel like when I rap, I'm DC. You know what I'm saying? But when I talk, I mean, you hear Southern. You hear me? But at the end of the day, fuck the accent. It's about the message that I'm giving out. That's what a nigga need to really be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping on the accent. It sounds sexy to them females who be loving this shit, and they love it, dog. You hear me? So that's how
all
that shit
matter,
go.
yeah.
You hear me? Like that's how I don't give a fuck about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? They keep it gangster, but you got to listen to the message that I be speaking and the message that I be dishing out, because I'm very intelligent and bright. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters the most to me.
Shit,
I
nah.
don't hear nothing. I don't see nothing else or hear nothing else. You hear me? Straight up.
Shit, speaking on accent, it's a post it's trending right now online. One of the biggest platforms, underground platforms, news platforms in the country, Say Cheese TV, Sean Kite, he did an interview with No Jumper, and he was saying pretty much that it's hard for people from like Baltimore, Louisiana, and Miami to blow because of the accent.
I think that nigga was drinking white Merlot.
That's your response?
I think he probably was a little twisted on high or something. You hear what I mean? Because if you look at the fucking Cash Monies, the No Limits, bitch, they got the same accent. And they made it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you a little bit more context. I just gave you like short, like what he said. He said, really, you got to have a movement to come out of Louisiana. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? He did put the respect on the Cash Money and all that, but he was like, you need a movement to come out of like Louisiana.
I mean,
and
like I
Baltimore.
said, and that's what take me back to the question you said in the beginning. How DC and New Orleans is like, what's like how they alike. it's crabs in the barrel, my nigga. You hear me? I mean, you know, New Orleans, they come from poverty. You hear me? So like they on some shit where they itching for it. You hear me? It's just like DC. DC is not known as a rap city. You know, we known for go-go out here. You hear me? So when we trying to enter the rap world, it's like, oh, y'all playing games. Y'all, that's not really y'all. You hear me? And a lot of these labels or these companies don't look at it like, oh yeah, let's go find some talent in DC. Fuck the labels, I mean, keep it gangster. But you know, at the end of the day, they look at it like it's bizarre because it's not rare. You look at the New Yorks or the Phillies or they known for rap out there. You know what I'm saying? But in DC and New Orleans is not known for like that. So when you got that fucking when you got that path where a lot of these dudes is like they breaking out, like nigga, bitch, we rap too. It's talent out here too. They open the door, but then they shut the door. But it ain't got nothing to do with the accent. They scared because a lot of these niggas from DC got morals and principles, and a lot of niggas from New Orleans got morals and principles. And one thing the label is afraid of and don't want around them is a nigga that's trying to say no. If you say yes, they want you. If you say no, bitch, they don't want you. And I feel like you run across them kind of real gangsters, homie, yeah, they gonna say no to all that foolishness they be trying to put on the table, you hear me? So, yeah, that's just that.
I think Sean just missed the mark with Louisiana, though.
Say that again?
I think Sean missed the mark with Louisiana, though. Baltimore, I could agree with, because Baltimore hasn't really had too much mainstream talent, but I don't think Louisiana ever has not had somebody in the door. By the time Cash Money
like I say, Sean was on some fucking White Merlot or whatever the fuck that little boy was drinking.
You had Master P.
New Orleans is popping, nigga.
You
you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be saying.
Look, I didn't even see it from the point of view that y'all saying it to now. You know something that just ding dong?
They never not had somebody in the mainstream.
They got the biggest rapper. They got NBA Youngboy.
Bro, think about it.
But they got NBA Youngboy.
But just think about it. But just listen to it outside of this. You got Cash Money, Master P. As soon as they fizzed out, Boosie started picking up steam. As soon as Boosie fizzed out, Kevin Gates started picking up steam. As soon as Kevin Gates started fizzing out, Fredo, Youngboy, G Money, all of them started picking up. People that Sean and them was on heavy.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you right quick, Playboy. What was your original question about that situation?
It was hard for them accents to blow.
Right, and what, Louisiana or New Orleans?
No, it said Louisiana and
the
Baltimore.
whole state?
Right. So
that's what I'm saying. If you talking about the whole state.
If you talk about the whole state, then that's a different kind of ball game. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, I mean, in New Orleans, like I said, at the end of the day, because New Orleans separate themselves from Louisiana.
That's
just like Baltimore separate themselves from Maryland.
Yeah, man.
I gotta give credit to Baton Rouge, too, though. I feel like Baton Rouge.
No, Baton Rouge is fucking, They lit. They some gangsters. Some gangsters out there. There's some gangsters out there, you heard me? But I'm just saying, like, when you ask a person that's from New Orleans, you heard me? Like, they separate themselves from Louisiana. They nobody from the 504 is gonna be like, yeah, I'm from Louisiana.
No, that's facts. So I went out there and that's exactly what I heard.
Bitch, they gonna say, bitch, I'm from New Orleans.
For sure.
Yeah, straight up. That's how that shit go. Shout out to my cousin Dirt Life. He out there holding it down right now. You heard me? On a major level, boy. Dirt Life handling his business. He on tour right now with Gates. And I was just talking to brother over there, and I was just telling him, like, you know, when they come into the city, he wanted me to be on tour with him, but I might make a couple of cities and states, but not the whole little tour. I told him, I say, bitch, I gotta work, I gotta handle business, bitch, you hear me? So we both on a little tour right now, but I said to say that, yeah, we gonna, I'm gonna hit you up and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring you out, straight up.
No, that's good.
Mentally, right now, like the last time I saw you, you done been through a lot. Where's your head at right now?
Mentally, I'm closer to God. So mentally, I'm in a great space in life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, homie. I mean, anybody who been through the little trials and tribulations I've been through, if they say or they walk out here disappointed in life, bitch, you should stay where you was at. You heard me? Like, straight up. I mean, I'm blessed. I love God. I praise God. I cherish God. I worship God. You heard me? So that's what made me so humble, and to the point that I'm at right now, and sitting on this couch and you sitting on that couch and we having a conversation. So mentally, I'm blessed. I'm fine. You heard me? Like, I'm smiling. Yeah. And I'm still handsome and shit. So, yeah, I don't.
Through your thought process, is there anything in your head like, yo, I know I'm a wild guy. I'm a wild boy. I did a lot of things that I learned from or shouldn't have did. Like, do you be thinking like that, or you feel like you're not that bad of a guy?
I think the wildest shit I ever did was did XYZ for niggas who wouldn't do the same for me. I mean, I feel like that's the wildest shit I ever did in life. You hear me? I mean, at the end of the day, but I don't have no radar to tell me if a nigga real or if a nigga ain't. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of being a human being and going through life experiences. You hear me? So I mean, I had some bad batch of soldiers who I thought were soldiers that wasn't soldiers, and then sometimes you go through life until you get it right. And shit is right now. You hear me? Like my brother, as you see, we ain't no pride in none of us. Ain't no big me's or no little U's. Everybody can get checked, and that's what we respect and love about our circle. Like, everybody can get checked. I can get checked. And, I allegedly got XYZ more than everybody in our circle, you heard me? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? These my bros, and even the ones that's older than me, like Jeezy. Jeezy is older than me. I don't disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? He initially is the big homie of age, you know what I'm saying? But he be calling me the big homie of experience, you know what I'm saying? But that's my heart, and I love him, you know what I'm saying? And I got my love bros, you know what I'm saying? Cadet, Shug, King J, he the big bro of age. But when we talk about experience and trials and tribulations in life, yeah, they gonna ask 9 million. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But it's no big me's little U's. Everybody done got checked in our circle. If you slacking, bitch, you gonna get checked. And if you got a problem with you gonna get checked, bitch, get the fuck away from us, bitch. Straight up. That's just how it is.
Each one teach one.
Ain't no secret in life, yeah.
Each one teach one. But since we talking about the experiences, Big Mouth,
shout out my nigga like KDY, man.
Well, do you still consider yourself the Prince of Lynch Mob?
Bitch, this bitch tied it on my chain. Prince of Lynch Mob. It's carved in. What you mean, man? When you bro, when you go Google Lynch Mob DC, you see me, that tell you everything. Google just don't be just fucking with unfamiliar niggas. You heard me? Like, nigga, if you one of them niggas that ain't on nothing or nothing about it or nothing like that there, yeah, nigga, they ain't putting you on Google. They ain't putting you on Reddit. You Google that say fence if you from Ohio, bitch, and you won't come to Lynch Mob and you want to Google Lynch Mob DC. That bitch gonna say home to the rapper 9 Milli. You hear me? So, I mean, I made my mark. At the end of the day, positive and negative, it is what it is. But I'm definitely the Prince of Lynch Mob. I don't know nobody who gonna deny it. Unless they from a fake page. They're not gonna tell me, yeah, nigga, you not the Prince of Lynch Mob. No, I don't think so.
In 2025, would you still say Lynch Mob is one of the most dangerous hoods in DC, not America?
Again, like I always, what makes it stretch out because it's one of, not the. And I feel like ain't no secret. Lynch Mob is definitely one of the most dangerous hoods. But right now, that ain't Lynch Mob. That's Woodland Turds. I'm from Lynch Mob. I'm not from Woodland Turds. So what's the difference? And you may look at me and be like, well, what's the difference between Woodland Turds and Lynch Mob? The code and the banner that we stood by. You heard me? Right now, it's freestyling. They freestyling up there. There's a rock of dudes that ain't from up there that's up there type shit. You heard me? And it's just not the same. It's not the unity. It's not the love. It's not the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Lynch Mob, homie. I'm from Net. If you play, you can fight, but can't nobody fight you. I'm from that era. I'm from that era where, nigga, your mama, your dad, everybody coming outside to fight one motherfucker if you ain't from our hood. You hear me? You gonna get beat by the whole motherfucking hood. That's where I'm from. And that's what had me growing to love that hood like I love it right now. Cause I got that bitch tatted on me twice, homie. You know what I'm saying? So like, Lynch Mob is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? I love my hood. Again, I'm not from Woodland Terrace though. So right now that's what's going on with Woodland Terrace. It's a rock of Woodland Terrace shit going on. I ain't from that. You hear me? Straight up.
Now for sure. Would you say it's a difference though, like for as like regentrification though? Do you think
regentrification what falls? They ain't tear no fucking house down in Woodland.
Okay.
You know, we got to steal fucking projects. I'm gonna keep it gangsta.
So they just changed the name?
Only thing they changed, I'm gonna tell you, the only thing they knocked down that bitch was the playground and built it back up. That's it.
That shit still looks
the same shit. And they add a fucking couple of flowers and shit around it. No, that shit's still a projects. Only justification is the niggas they bring around that bitch. That's it. Yeah, ain't no white people around there. It's just, they Kool-Aid that bitch down, son. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. They Kool-Aid it down.
Now for sure, but is the name different though?
What you mean?
Like Lynch Mob, and you just gave another name.
No, it's gonna always be Lynch Mob.
Lynch
but I'm
Mob
telling you,
name.
from a nigga who grew up around there since the 90s, you heard me, that it's not Lynch Mob. Only a nigga who grew up from the 90s can tell you that it ain't Lynch Mob. A nigga that hung around there in 2010 and started hanging around there in 2010 and up, they can't tell you that it's Lynch Mob. I'm telling you, But that bitch is not Lynch Mob. That's Woodland Terrors. I'm from Lynch Mob.
Yeah.
You heard me? Well, we respect our OGs. We ain't violate them. You heard me? And we was willing to die and kill by each other. That ain't that. There's a rack of slime shit going on, backdooring shit. Niggas is coming from Maryland, Virginia, all kinds of shit hanging out. But you couldn't do that, boy. Fuck no, nigga. You couldn't do that. If you wasn't from around there, you wasn't stepping foot in that hood, nigga. Or you was getting your ass whooped, or shot, or killed. It was unity. It was a family. It was loyalty. It ain't that. I'm from Lynch Mob, not Woodland.
Is that somewhere you still visit though? You still visit Lynch Mob?
Yeah, I just gave back. I just came around there and made this is Jeezy first out. G left. I just came around there and made. You heard me? And then not only that, I just came in after me because I brung some soldiers from New York down there. Okay. That's part of Dame Dash crew and all that shit. And they wanted to meet me and see me because I didn't know they had a Lynch Mob in New York. You heard me? So until I shot the Lou Sims, I fucking talked to him. Original gangster from New York. He got his whole little Lynch Mob crew out there, and I brought them to see our shit. So I said that to say that, yeah, it's still we still out there, but it ain't the same.
In 2025, though, be honest with me, though, would you be able to bring me back through the hood, though, and do another
Ain't no
vlog?
motherfucking secret. I just brung out of town to the hood. Hell yeah. I don't worry about it. Boy, listen, man. Boy,
go right now?
Now I'm just asking. I'm just curious. I ain't trying to go.
Nigga, we can go after the show. Nigga, you heard me? Like, hey, man. Man, boy, you know what's time. It's love. For the originals, it's love. You know what I'm saying? The originals know how 9 coming, and I respect the real, and I respect and love the originals. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, sometimes some of the originals, they watered down now. They got fucking sidetracked by this new shit that's going on. And they start being with that little dumb shit, that little stupid shit that ain't Lynch Mob orientated. You hear me? So, it is what it is. But I don't care what a nigga, long as nigga don't disrespect me, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And even if I do get disrespected, I want to talk about it. And if I can't talk about it, you gonna wave me up. They know what's down.
Before we leave this though, this topic on, do you ever see like everybody been on the same page again though?
Fuck no. And it breaks my heart, but it hurt me a lot because, and I don't want to get emotional about this shit because I done did XYZ for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in shootouts and you take lives and XYZ allegedly, you know what I'm saying, about this shit, you heard me? It hit a little different, you know what I'm saying? And it fucked me up because if somebody would have told me 15 years ago that it would have been like this, I probably would have chose a different route. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been a fucking little basketball player or a fucking little football player or something, you hear me? But, shit happens. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it hurts. It hurt deep. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. It hurt deep, but, it is what it is, bro. But I don't see it going back the way it once was, nah.
Shit, when it comes to, like, the streets, though, is the streets everything that you thought it would be, though? Like, coming up, though, now that you kind of done, been through the experiences, is this what you thought, though, when you first, like, jumped off the porch?
Man, the rap game fucked the streets up, homie. The rap game fucked the streets up, dog. These niggas start, back in the days, my nigga, the rappers imitated the gangsters. Now, the niggas is imitating the rappers. And I feel like, it fucked the whole moral principle, the loyalty thing, they fucked everything up in life, you know what I'm saying? So, fuck no, bro. It's different out here. The moral principles of the human brain is different. The code of the streets is different. It's like the rap game is pushing more, yeah, nigga, tell. And they pushing that on niggas. And niggas is tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, this with them having that juice to be able to brainwash motherfuckers, it ain't gonna never be the same. 2025, unless people, like I say, people get closer to God, I understand that, the devil can be defeated. And you can be unbrainwashed, because I was once brainwashed. I was brainwashed, dog, to kill everything in my race and not outside my race. And that's why you see so many people of our color in for crimes on each other and no other race. It is what it is, but you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the aspect of that shit.
And you like you done spent a lot of time in prison, yo. For the people that don't know, like, how many years you done gave to the system?
Probably like over 16 years. From 16 to 18 years. 37 now, so yeah.
What years was you in?
Huh?
What years was you in? When did you first go in?
16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
At the age 16 or 2016?
Age 16.
Age 16.
2016, I was already in the USP, a federal prison, y'all.
Damn.
I knew y'all
That was damn near 10 years ago.
Yeah, he did a 10-piece.
Yeah, I did over 10 piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I came back home again and then caught another joint, another murder, and then, you know, did another little jokes. You hear me? But, you know, how that shit go.
So, what was that first charge that started off for you?
Rest in peace to Ashley, man. It's my accident murder. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. I don't even call it a murder situation, but allegedly somebody's soul was taken, so the government considered it as that. But it was an accident situation. You hear me? Well, I get emotional talking about it because I don't wish that on nobody, and I grew up in the era where we have morals and principles in life. You hear me? Well, there's no innocent people. There's no innocent men. There's no innocent kids. And if we do actually commit a crime like that, we have to make it right by the family. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you want your freedom. And I knew that as a young age. You know what I'm saying? So at 19, you got to understand, I grew up under real certified OGs who I learned the game from. And I learned the morals and principles behind. And I didn't take heed to it. I understood it. And that's why I turned myself in as a soldier, you know what I'm saying, to make sure the family knew the truth about that. I was putting my gun on safety, or trying to anyway, and it went off, and then accidentally killed somebody who I fuck with, you hear me? And during the situation. And to this day, you know, every time I talk about that little topic, it get touchy. You know what I'm saying? To keep it gangster, so that's that.
Going through that situation, though, you had to turn yourself in, or they came and got you, or how that played out?
No, so I was turning myself in. At the end of the day, turn myself in, and you know, they try to make my accident look like a second-degree murder. That's them. I mean, as years goes on, you understood like their job and what they was trying to do. It's wrong as shit, but it is what it is because they put out a lot of fairy tale stories out there that haunt me or that they threw out there to make people look at me different years and years and years later. You hear me? But at the end of the day, I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, turn myself in to make sure the family knew the truth about the situation. That's that.
So this wasn't one of the situations where they knew it was you and it was after you, or you kind of just like, shit, this was like, my
you
bad.
understand? You know, this is a situation where it wasn't no Instagram, no nothing, no Facebook, none of that shit. You hear me? So, it wasn't no tips being drawn. You hear me? So it was all me. You know what I'm saying? When again, you fight, you young. I'm lit at that moment. I'm signed. I'm torn. I'm lit. Come on, crib. My mom in a nice house. I'm lit, bro. So it's like I was stuck between a rock and a hard space, but this is where your morals and principles come intact. Is you willing to stand on your morals and principles or go against it to keep all this other shit? And I chose to stand on my morals and principles and grace of God. And now I got everything back that I lost. So that's how that go.
Nah, for sure. What was going through your brain though when you knew you had to turn yourself in, or even what made you like even turn yourself in though?
Morals and principles. Just the code that we live by. That's what made me turn myself in. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that I gotta make it right before the family, before anything. It wasn't about me. This is the life that I chose. So as a life that you chose, you gotta accept whatever comes with this shit here. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot, you kill, you gotta accept the consequence if you get caught. And that's what I understood as a soldier. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you heard me, it was like, it wasn't about me. It was about the family. Whether they believed it or not, it's out of my hands. And may God put in their heart, forgive me, or may God put in their heart that they understand that I was telling the truth. I can't make them say, yeah, that's the truth. Because again, we so blinded by the media, the news and things of that nature that brainwash us like, no, he didn't commit this on accident, he committed it on purpose in the beginning. And then the autopsy report come back and everything I said that happened. It's like, oh yeah, it was an accident. But bitch, the damage done already. You know what I'm saying? You got already people thinking like, nigga, I did this shit on purpose. And I never did.
So do you think, even though you know in your heart what you did, like, and you know that you wanted to turn yourself in to make sure that the family knew it was right, do you think that public narrative that they tried to slander you and everything of that nature did more damage? Or do you think once everything came out, you think you ever fully recovered as far as the image from that?
I mean, in the beginning, they keep it gangster. People won't believe what they won't believe. I can't change that narrative. You hear me? Because as a black man and as being black, as an African American, our culture itself, we our worst critics. So we don't take time to do research or wait shit out to see, let me see what's going on. Let me see if this really that. They automatic just because of what these people put on their platforms. You know what I'm saying? They put on Google, they put on the news, and they don't understand that they only there to tell stories so they get paid off of it. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? No, what sound better? An accident murder or a murder that was done on purpose? A murder that was done on purpose. They're trying to tell stories. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, us as black people, we don't take time out to really understand the aspect of researches and what meaning really means to certain meanings. You hear me? So, I mean, I at the end of the day, I love God. So it's like, for those, by the grace of God, he forgave me. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. And I don't want to say that he did because I'm not his mind. I don't know what he think, but I'm able to be out talking on the couch in front of y'all. So something had to happen.
When it comes to the news, though, like, and what actually happened, though, how much, when it comes to like a percentage, do you feel like the news was capped, though, where they was kind of like not telling the truth or just running with a narrative that wasn't true?
100%. In my situation, because you gotta understand, it really wasn't about this situation. It was about other situations that they feel like I did and they couldn't get me on. So it was like, okay, we got him on this. So let's paint this as that. For the other shit we couldn't get him on. And that's what really painted me like that. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me on other little shootings and murders and things of that nature that they felt like I did, or they saying allegedly we know he had involvement in, but they couldn't get me on it. So it's like, okay, cool. This accident murder, we not about to make this look like an accident. We're trying to wash him up. You hear me? And that's how it happened. So I mean, they did their job. And when you sit back in your cell, dog, for years and you understand the aspect of your opponent, and you be like, oh, all right, cool. It is what it is. Because if you fucking with a snake, you expect him to do some snake shit. If you expect him to do anything other than that, bitch, you don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, on the real. Sure. This is the media. This is the news. It's us against them. I expect him to do that. I didn't understand in the beginning. But as I sat time and did my research and know what the fuck I was going against, you hear me? Now, okay, cool. Can't be mad. I just hope that the people, you know what I'm saying, who was involved in this situation, whether it was physically or mentally, that y'all understand that what I said was the truth. Sure. And I got morals and principles, and I never play with nobody like that. You hear me? Real talk.
Even when it comes to that situation, though, you going to court, like, Wars, did you know the outcome already, like, during the whole process? Or no. You was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Cheryl's like walking like you ain't know.
Now I was facing 60 years.
60?
Yeah. So, not my right-hand man in this room, but it was the other person that used to be my right-hand man. He had wrote a statement because at the end of the day, they persuaded him to go against me. You know what I'm saying? To try to change the narrative, and that's how it got out there. You hear me? And by the grace of God, as times went on and went on, you hear me? He understood that what he was doing was wrong, and he recanted his statement. So when he recanted his statement, they gave me first they gave me a cop to involuntary manslaughter while possession of a firearm, doing a crime of violence, and carrying a pistol without a license, and I denied it because they could try to enhance me on it. You hear me?
How much time did that carry?
That was like 15 plus right there. You hear me? But that was just in my guidelines. And then I was like, oh, no, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, all right, well, cool. It came out with a second cop. The second cop was involuntary manslaughter, unarmed, and possession of a firearm. And you notice that I said involuntary manslaughter, unarmed. So that way you can't charge me with 2 guns. You heard me? So I say, cool, because they were trying to charge me with guns on YouTube and shit like that. They were just doing all kinds of shit, trying to get me. Yeah, they were trying to just get rid of me. And again, so I said, all right, cool, I'm gonna take that. I take the no diddy. I was like, I will plead to the involuntary manslaughter, and possession of a firearm doing a crime of violence. You hear me? Because in my guidelines it was low, but I had no cap. So I was facing 60 years. Now, what a cap is like, okay, when you get sentenced, you getting 10 years because this is what you and the prosecutor agreed on. I had none of that. You heard me? So I was facing 60 years, 45 for the murder, 15 for the gun. So my fate was just in God. So the judge had a choice to go inside my guidelines or outside my guidelines. And by the grace of God, you heard me, he went inside my guidelines and gave me 120 months. That's how it happened.
Was this like a white judge, black judge, woman?
No, it was a white judge. Shout out to Judge Fisher. He was a pure white judge. Good talk. And I went in with a public defender.
Did you sense any racism?
Hell no. He was fair. And I felt like that's what got me to where I'm at right now. You know, I mean, every white person is not racism. You know what I'm saying? Every black person ain't racist. You know what I'm saying? You have a few who fall into that line of, conduct. And then you have a few that don't fall into that line of conduct. And by the grace of God, I ain't had nobody who fall in line to that other conduct. You hear me? So, it is what it is.
Sure. What was it like going through your first bed, though?
Oh, man. First bed, for, like, if you talking about federal or city?
Federal, I guess, from the murder, the
federal. Oh, man.
Hold on, before you get into that, you said 2 things. You said your right-hand man made a statement and then recanted.
Yeah.
He still your right-hand man?
Fuck no, he ain't in the building with
me. I'm saying, do you forgive him?
Yeah, I forgive him because God forgave. Hopefully, God forgave me, and that's what I had to learn as a soldier. You heard me? When you get blessed of certain things, as the situations I've been blessed on, you have to forgive in order to be forgiven. Mm-hmm. And the only way you know that aspect is if you get closer and closer to God. The people that's close to the devil, they're not going to understand that. Will we hang out? No. You heard me?
No, for sure.
Will we talk on the phone like friends? No. If I see him, will I kill him? No. Because he did the right thing.
That's what I'm asking you, like, what type of love you gonna show him? Though, 'cause I know at first he was looking ugly. You know what I'm saying? He was
no love
with the government, but at the same time, he still saved your life, though.
Yeah, that's why I say it's no love, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, he knew what he shouldn't have did. He shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you crushed me because I trusted you with my life. And when you paint that narrative like that, you got these other people thinking that story is the right story just so you can save yourself from, being terminated from your job and things of that nature. Because he was a firefighter. He was a firefighter trying to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And that shit don't work. And that's what made me learn to test niggas out that's around me. You hear me? So it's like every nigga got to get a test. And back then I wasn't testing niggas. You hear me? Because I was that. That's my fear. So I was just being loyal. But if you even go back to old movies, everybody get a test. From the mob, anybody. You get a test. And and that's how it happened. But yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say his name or nothing like that or speak on him, how the case may be, because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But no, we were No, we ain't beefing, and we ain't gonna have no conversation either.
No love, no malice. You feel me?
But I forgive him though.
For sure. Second thing you said that caught me, you took that with a PD?
Yeah, I took it for the public defender, bro.
Damn, nigga, I ain't gonna lie.
Boy,
You took that with a PD. Crazy.
I took it with a my public defender in Gaul.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get closer and closer to him, dog, you understand he make your public defender look like Johnny Cochran.
For sure, he did it. You
understand what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So it's like, when you put the faith in him, he's gonna help you understand and put the faith in also the person and who he's trying to guide to make sure you straight.
Oh.
So, that's what that is. And I fucking forgot my little judge, my little lawyer name, dog. I don't know how I forgot him. But shout out to him if he wants this shit. He gonna know who I'm talking about. I mean, shout out to him. That's my dog. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the ones, unfortunately, that didn't see dollar signs or looked at it as a check. He looked at it as like, I really believe this guy, and he fought for me. And that's how it happened.
Damn, that's love for real.
Nah, for sure. So your first time going to jail was when you were 16?
Mm-hmm.
And that what was that for?
I took murders.
What was that like?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we caught, we, it was somebody from the opposite hood, from 30th Street, and we caught him down bad. That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. I ain't gonna say no names with that, but they know what's down.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you do be getting caught up and stuff, though, do you kind of like be like, y'all got me, or they gotta come get you, or how them joints be playing out?
What, like
16-year-old you?
Oh nah, shit! I ain't turn myself in on no 16-year-old. You gotta come get me. They got me in Baloo.
What was that day like? Walk us through it real quick. Like, how did that day
Actually,
go?
that shit was some crazy shit, though, to keep it gangster, you heard me? Because, again, me aiding assist, somebody had got shot around my way, you heard me? And the dudes came to school who allegedly shot my little partner, you heard me? So when we seen him, that's what made we demonstrated on him. And when we demonstrated on him, just so happened, the fucking police that was in, police officers used to be in the schools and the high schools and shit. And they locked us up because we beat them bad. You heard me? And he was gonna let us go if one person, if somebody would have owned up to the, like, so basically he was like, look, it's 15 niggas in here. If everybody owned up to y'all did what y'all did, we just gonna expel y'all, suspend y'all type shit. Me, I'm the first one. Yeah, I did it. I'm on camera. I did it. And I know I'm on a fucking run. You heard me? So I'm not about to fucking go to jail and I know I'm on a run. It was one nigga who was like, nah, I ain't doing. Bitch, you on camera. We watching you. So he say, if I roll this fucking little camera back and I see you stomping somebody or kicking somebody or punching somebody, y'all all going to jail. I'm trying to get this nigga to all kinds of shit like, bro, come on, dog. That nigga looked around the room and told that nigga, man, I ain't do nothing. He played the camera back for us. Looked at us. As soon as I seen the kick, I looked away. I looked away, and next thing you know, we was all in zip ties. Looking like slaves. We was all, one zip tie to me, one zip tie to him. We all walking in line, walking through Baloo Senior High School halls. When we get down to YC, they run your name and shit. Some people went home, some people didn't.
Looking at that nigga like, damn.
Yeah, I wasn't even at that point in time. I wasn't even living with my mom. I was on the run, so I was living with back then I was calling people friends, so I was living with like a little friend. You heard me?
At the age of 16?
Yeah, my mama kicked me out. We wasn't playing. And I think that's what made me who I am today as an independent dude. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, parents was parents. Now, parents is friends. And I feel like that's what's fucking the world up. There's not too many parents out here that will tell a child, bitch, I will kill you if you disrespect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And back then, we feared that. Because we knew, we looked at our mom in our eyes and our dad in our eyes and was like, okay, this nigga will kill me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Don't disrespect me, bitch, or I'ma kill you.
I was sure.
Nowadays, they in the club with they kids, they smoking weed with their kids at 15, 16. Shit dead, boy. We wasn't doing that back then. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that back then. Bitch, you had to sneak. You had to sneak.
Nah,
You heard me? Like, bitch, you wasn't out here, just blowing. Yeah, nowadays, boy, they scared. They terrified on me. I mean, what it is.
What would you say life was like, though, in D.C. At the age of 16, living on the run?
I mean,
because there wasn't really probably no social media going crazy during that
no
time.
social media at all, bro.
They doing bets on niggas on the run now.
Yeah.
I'm 37, no fucking social media, dog. You had MySpace. That's it.
What was it like, though?
I mean,
probably easier.
It was it wasn't. I mean, if we talking about living arrangements, or we talking about far as running from the law, meaning.
I would say both. They go hand in hand from just staying low off the radar.
So living arrangements ain't nothing like home. You know, ain't nothing like them cooked dinners. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like that.
Your mama cooking.
Yeah, you heard me? Like you know, you got you in your own bed and shit like that. So that was the uncomfortable moments of that situation because I'm in somebody else's home who have different rules than my rules and. They cooking, ain't my mama's cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Was you sleeping like in beds, floors, or what?
Sometimes I may mix it up. Might be on the couch. You heard me? Sometimes I might be on the couch. Sometimes I might be on the floor. I mean, that's what it is. But yeah, that's how they went. It ain't last long though. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I was on the run for years. It ain't last long. That's how God worked. Cause once I got the word, oh yeah, such and such got shot by such and such, I was on it. I was one of them. I was on it. And when we went to school, it was that. I ain't think that, that day I was going to be in jail, though.
Why you go to school on the run?
Why did I go to school on the run?
Yeah.
I was trying to get an education.
You heard me?
I was trying to. I was one of them little dudes.
You couldn't have been on the run, though, if you going to school, though.
Shit, it was different on me. Crazy as hell.
I thought it was a little bit different. Did y'all have an officer at y'all school then?
Yeah, you had an officer. You had Officer Buck at our school in Baloo.
He wasn't in tune with what was going on with the city?
There was no social media.
It was easier to get.
It was different.
Yeah.
Police ain't.
You got now. Officer Buck don't know what the fuck going on, you heard me? But I'm saying back then, what no fucking social media? Yeah, none of that shit. Back at 16, it was Black Planet.
They was pimping
and you
on
had to
that
use
motherfucker.
that from a fucking home computer. You couldn't go on your fucking little phone and be like, oh, let me go to Black Planet. No, bitch, you gotta go to fucking home computer or the law library or not the law library, but the fucking library to you know what I mean, to research some shit. So it was a difference.
Shit, people weren't scared to fuck with you though, being that you was at that age. You ain't gonna say you was hot, but I feel like people was like you on the police radar type shit. So
a lot of people didn't know, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Big Mouth. Like a lot of people didn't know because it wasn't broadcast. You know,
so
what
you
I'm saying?
staying with people the whole time. They don't know what's going on, but you know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But now let me say this. I didn't actually know I was on a run to keep it gangster at that point in time. My mama just kicked me out because she found drugs and shit in her house. And she was like, you're not staying here. And that's how that happened. And then the whole time when I got caught in Baloo for that, that's when I knew, okay, all right, boom, I'm on a run. I knew I did some shit, but I didn't know about being on a run or nothing like that. So it really wasn't like on a run. It was just more so like,
let me get the fuck out the way.
Yeah, mama kicking you out. You been too fucking grown. I used to sleep in stolen cars, all that shit. Man, it came with my lifestyle. Raining too like this. How it's raining right now? Bitch, mad at being in a fucking stolen car, homie. You heard me? And it's raining. Mom's cooking out the window. You can't get a proper shower. That shit was hard. Like, being on the run back then is hard, homie. Yeah, so, it is what it is.
Was you ever, like, felt the nerve to, like, look over your shoulders, though? Was you nervous, though?
What, for the police?
No, not even far as the police, though, just far as, like, outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowing everything you was involved with, people on your ass.
Yeah, that's why I stayed in Lynch Mob. That's why I don't know DC like that. Yeah, you understand, back then Lynch Mob was a safe zone. The Woodland shit that's going on now, that shit wasn't like that. Niggas was not coming around and spinning. Niggas wasn't coming around there hanging out if you wasn't from there. It was a safe zone. So everything we needed was in Lynch Mob. If we want to go to liquor store, we had a motherfucker to sell liquor. Motherfucker sell food. You heard me? Like, we had house parties. We didn't care about clubs. So it was different. That's why I only know Lynch Mob. It wasn't until I went to jail I started experiencing other neighborhoods that I didn't know about that I wasn't beefing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew about the 30 of the chopper cities that's in the Ward 8 area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I fucking got to jail, that's when I started learning about every other hood. Third Toga, Third Quarter. I'm like, we don't go up there. So I'm like, damn, where the fuck that's at? You know what I'm saying? It was no disrespect, but it was like, you hear about these, but I don't know them. I don't know. I wouldn't, if you was like, yeah, let's go over Third Quarter, I wouldn't know where it was at. Until I came home. And I'm like, damn, I met niggas from Third Quarters, met niggas from CHV and fucking Leroy Park, and I wasn't hip to all that, homie. I didn't know where it was located at.
No, for sure. Speaking of the jail stories though, so what was it like though when you know what I'm saying, you was inside?
First, one of the compounds I jumped on, and I speak about it in my song. I had got the crazy part. I got jumped on. I was wrecking like a fucking gangster. Let me see this here. I was thugging like a gangster on me. Ain't nobody just crewing me out. You hear me? I stood my ground like a soldier. You hear me? Again, you laying on a pound with all your ops. This where you become, if you one-dimensional or you two-dimensional. Because a lot of niggas be cold-blooded in the street, but they be pussy in jail. So when you get this opportunity now, it's like, all right, baby, we about to see if Milli really thugging how he say he thugging. Because ain't no pistol in that jail. You hear me? So laying on a pound with a lot of my ops. A lot of niggas who, again, wasn't fucking with me, was beefing with, and shot at all kinds of shit and shot, so it was real. And I had to motherfucking stand firm or get checked in. And the last thing I wanted on my lane, being from Lynch Mob, was being checked in. That's the one thing you don't want. When you in federal prison, state prison, city prison, whatever, don't get checked in. You rather niggas say, man, look, man, he fought like a gangster. He might have got his ass whooped or stomped out and all that shit, but he ain't take that walk of shame on me. That walk of shame is, I done seen plenty niggas say that walk of shame is real, son. When you walk up to the lieutenant office with your head down and you ain't got nobody to pack your bags, it's real. And then you know whatever y'all you go on, they know you checked in.
That shit gonna spread quick.
That shit gonna spread quick because then they gave, back then they gave the federal prisons access to email. So niggas say email, so niggas is emailing from other jails now. Yeah, hey, look, check this out. Tony just coming on the yard. He coming on the yard now.
Email.
So when you get there,
no good.
So when you get there, you thinking you escape one, y'all, bitch, they on you too.
Hey. You and me.
Yeah, so that's how I go.
Even when it comes to like protecting yourself though, when you was like, you know what I'm saying, locked up coming during that time though, how would you protect yourself? Cause I feel like there's probably some, you know what I'm saying, some big people in there, you know what I'm saying?
Big niggas, huh?
Not for sure.
No diddy.
I didn't say though, I'm talking about like probably like 6'6".
I'm net.
300 pounds.
Close your eyes. I'm net, homie. I'm 6'6", 300 pounds. I got the heart of a lion, dog. You heard me? So a lot of times you see that shit see-through.
So you wouldn't feel no type of way though going against the biggest nigga in the
I done
jail.
fought niggas in this that see this interview, they gonna tell you, I watched a nigga fight a nigga that's 6'6". 2-something about a TV.
I'm saying we talking like fair though, like bam,
I'm
square
talking
up.
one-on-one type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, one-on-one type shit. I'm not gonna say I won all my fights. It ain't about the winning, it's about the heart. Even if you get whooped, that nigga's gonna respect you so much and say, look, bitch, we can fight again. I'm gonna tell you, we can fight again. You understand what I'm saying? He gonna respect you. And after we fought, we handled our business, I still went back up there and changed that TV.
So he said, we'll still change this motherfucker. You hear me?
If you go back up there and change it again, bitch, we can fight again. You heard me? Straight up. That's how I go. That's how I go.
That's what y'all was beefing over though, the TV?
Yeah, I was big. I was institutionalized, homie. I was big on them TVs. Any nigga that tell you that watched the interview, Milli was big on them TVs, homie. I was institutionalized that I feel like them TVs was mine. And especially having a 007 number, you heard me? Bitch, like,
What
Nigga,
007 mean?
That's a federal DC number. You hear me? So, well, I mean, it's not a federal DC number, but it's a state DC number that's housed in a federal institution. Let me put that out there. A federal DC number is 016 or 000. But if you got it, because we didn't have no state prison, so 007s was, we had to enter the federal prisons, and that's how that go. But we was like just felons.
Yeah.
We didn't have federal cases. We had superior cases, but they was felons, you heard me? That's how that go. So, yeah, being there, it was real. Like, they gonna respect that 007. Straight up. Yeah, James Bond.
What would you say was your most memorable story though during your first bid, like the first time you was locked up? What you remember the most?
Good or bad?
Either or, like what comes to mind first, good or bad?
Good part of me just interacting and meeting so many different gangsters from so many different neighborhoods that I never probably would have got to meet on the streets. I felt like that would make me even more popping. That's like one of the best spots to network.
That's crazy. I've been hearing that.
I ain't telling niggas to go to jail to network, you heard me? But I'm saying like, you heard me? Like, that's one of the best spots to network, homie. You heard me? Like, that's how I started getting hip to credit. Before I went to jail, bitch, I ain't know about no credit and none of that shit. You heard me? I went, niggas from St. Louis, they on hard on them credit card scams. I ain't know about them scams, none of that shit. And they used to host, like, had little classes out there. Yeah, they used to have classes on how to build your credit card, dog. You heard me? And that's why when I was into them classes, I came home and got my credit up. That's how my shit was. My credit was an 811, homie. Because I listened and paid attention. It ain't that now because I went back to jail again and they repossessed my cars and shit like that. But yeah, I think the most negative shit I was in was a race ride. Yeah, the race ride was vicious. I don't respect nobody. I don't wish that on nobody, dog. Being in a race ride, we was in Beckley, 2012. You heard me? One of the white people cracked off on one of the DC people. That's the wrongest thing you can ever do in life. Is anybody touching DC niggas is just wrong. You don't do that. And that shit went bananas. We kicked it off. We was fighting, man. Somebody came on my shoes, my socks. Niggas chasing me with locks. Niggas chasing me with knives. We stab niggas. Niggas is swinging knives. You getting punched. You getting punched off guard. Niggas is cracking niggas with microwaves.
Yeah,
you heard me? Like, niggas is smacking niggas with mop sticks, broomsticks. It was real. Then the police come in and they shooting rubber bullets. It was chaos, dog.
Where this was at again?
That was in Beckley.
Where Beckley was at?
West Virginia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Country boys.
Yeah, it was West Virginia. It's like this. They don't like niggas, but they don't like DC niggas even more. So you really, that's 2 strikes on the rip. If you come in that bitch boy and you a 007, over with. If you come in there, you could be from Mississippi. They'll give you a little, a 007 or a 016 or a 000, over with. Automatic 2 strikes. They hate you.
So it's really like beef, like black versus white. Oh, you black, I don't fuck with you.
It's not really black versus white because I fuck with a couple white people.
So what was you said, race?
Yeah, it was a race ride because, again, you got people that come from the penitentiaries. That was a medium. So you got people that come from the penitentiary that it be different politics. You hear me? And when you come from a penitentiary, was a level 7 prison, your politics is different and your mindset is different from a person that's in a medium. So certain shit you just can't do. Certain shit you just can't say. You hear me? And just so happened, it was a situation where they thought, the white person thought that a black person was busting in front of him. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't that. He just told a guy to hold his spot. He went to go get something out of the cell and came back. But when he came back, he busted in front of the white person, but he didn't bunt. That was his actually spot. And it kicked off like that. The white person had the courage to fucking bust off on him. Yeah. And
when it come to history like that though, do you ever like tap in and find out like how this shit all started though? For like the race war?
Before me, yeah. I mean, I did my history, so that shit go back to rest in peace to Titus, back in Leavenworth and shit like that when the DC blacks was going against the Urban Brotherhoods. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to rest in peace to Cadillac when they killed Cadillac and shit like it go back to that. You You know what I'm saying? Before I even thought about prison. And that shit triggered like these type of dudes like the Tones, the Cam Grays, the Big Reds, the White Horses, and the Cadillac, the Titus, and the Tony, like the Tony Lewis, all these dudes, they came before us that made a way for niggas like myself. You heard me? They've been standing on business and affairs before we came in, and that's how we able to have the name that we have. Now, some shit is good. Like, with them niggas, they was good. Then you got some niggas who made a bad impression, you heard me? And that's how the DC niggas on ass shit came about when them low niggas came and all
I was
that.
going to ask you that because you know 1090 Jake was trying to stand
Yeah, he's a
that.
bitch, homie.
I know we going to talk about that too, but you know he was big on that take though.
Yeah, he's a whore. He's big on my take too. That nigga's a whore, man.
Nah, for sure.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got through that bit. I know a lot of times when people do a good amount of time, their mind phrase kind of like change though. You supposed to come home like on some good shit.
Yeah.
Where was your head at before you had came home?
Before I came home,
After serving the 10-year, you know what I'm saying, bid.
where my head at? Never going back. I mean, it was on some just like trying to actually get off a road, experience life. You know, I used to read a regular Smooth magazine straight, so I wanted to fuck all the baddest hoes. I wanted to go out of the country. You hear me? Like, that shit was like a fantasy to niggas like myself. You hear me? When you come in at 19 and you doing 120 plus months, my nigga, like, that shit is like a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, we read this shit and we like, damn, I won't do that when I come home. You know what I'm saying? Even eating ass. You know what I'm saying? That was one of them.
Been on this all
No, I'm just keeping it
right?
gangster. Like, I mean, eating pussy, eating.
That's your thing?
What?
Eating ass.
I don't eat ass like if I meet you in the club, I'm eating your ass. No, I ain't doing that now.
You sure?
But I'm positive.
I
homie.
make sure. I don't know. Some niggas might be feeling a
I'm
certain thing.
positive.
You judging
nah,
because my man like the ass? You
Bro,
judging?
listen. I don't eat ass, but
Hold on, brother. That ain't my preference now. Cause you making it seem like
he trying
to make it seem like that bitch. Like there's a snack or something give me or something. You hear me? Like no, it's something that you know if I fuck with you and I want you hooked on me, I'ma handle my business.
That
Yeah.
do
So
get
that's
him
the
hooked.
hook.
That do get him hooked.
Now you
No
get a free
funny.
game. That's the hook.
That
And
is the
no,
hook.
That's
but
the
I'm
hook.
saying
That's
this-
the. I ain't gonna lie.
but I'm
That's
saying,
the hook.
You gotta understand this though. You can do that, but if you ain't got that A-Rod, homie, it's a different kind of ball game, homie. You gotta have the A-Rod too, homie.
You gotta have both.
You gotta
for
have,
shit,
you gotta play baseball, homie. You gotta be
shit out the
slinging
park.
wood.
There ain't no
You
home
gotta
run out
handle
that
your business,
motherfucker.
homie. Real talk. You gotta handle your business. So you know that go hand in hand. You heard me? By the grace
You
of
eat
God.
ass, bro.
Nah, I ain't ass.
You putting that shit on everybody else. What you doing, bro?
I feel like everything under control. You feel my way, like everything be under control. But you know what I'm saying? You do want to have like, I feel like my shit under control.
I ain't ass for
I mean,
the
what's wrong?
experience,
I mean-
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
what's wrong with that?
You hear me?
Huh?
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I mean,
Like,
what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with eating ass?
Yeah, like, what
Nah, I
you-
ain't
what
saying nothing wrong. I'm not mad at you for
you
eating
a
ass.
judgmental nigga, but
Now
it's
you
like,
was the one that was judging.
I ate ass for the
Now you
experience.
trying to pin it on me?
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ate ass for the experience. Am I
So,
gonna?
I thought you just said you ain't eat ass, so you did
I
eat
don't.
ass.
For the experience I have. Do I eat ass? No, I'm not an ass eater. Can't be an ass goblin. But you hear me? I do suck toes though.
I do that too. I
You hear me?
did that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this here on some real gangster shit, homie. A nigga who never fondled with nothing in prison, when they come home, they the most freaked out, homie. You hear me? Because I used to read penthouse books. You hear me? I used to look at Buttman magazine because I ain't about to go the other way. You hear me? So this was my source of my sexual shit. You hear me? This is how I used to get off. You hear me? So when you come home and you meet that one, it ain't even gotta be that one. If she the one for the moment, bitch, you gonna have fun.
You
hear
gotta
me?
pick and
Yeah.
choose though. You can't do that shit to everybody though.
Nah,
bro.
yeah. Like, I mean, I wouldn't prescribe nobody to do that to everybody. But me personally, I ain't never had no bad batch of eating ass, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never.
Is that like you know what I'm saying, like a protocol, like when it comes to you eating ass that night, like they got to either shower or you just get like straight to it. Y'all could be out, you know what I'm saying? Like you just get straight to it.
No, that's
or
what
you
I
gotta
told-
make them shower. How you know they
Hold
ain't
on,
like?
look, let me tell you something, brother.
Don't just say you putting niggas on game.
Nah, I'm putting you on game, but
out over here.
it's more than just getting in the shower type shit. I gotta really fuck with you, dog. I ain't just
Gotta
like
be a certain type of
Yeah,
drink. you hear me?
yeah,
So you ain't just eating ass.
no, boy. I'm not just eating ass, and next thing you know, No Diddy, I got some handsome little lips, homie. I ain't about to just have my shit bumped all up and fucked all up, and you know they gonna recognize that, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I catch a bad batch of that. It's all with. No, I ain't fucking with that, homie. Yeah, I ain't. But I had my little picks and choose. You know what I'm saying? I had my little ones and twos like a DJ. You heard me? I had my little ones and twos.
You got
And
to.
yeah, I made a huge impression.
No, for sure.
And to this day, I don't give a fuck who they dealing with. They gonna always know what's down with Milli. You hear me? Straight up. Yeah, straight up. Say that thing.
But nah, real quick though, on some serious shit though. I know you don't fuck with Jake, but just outside of Jake, I've been seeing it a lot within probably like the last 2 years with a lot of people that have been doing time and fed time, been coming on podcasts and interview platforms and speaking on DC like that and trying to throw that light out there. Why do you think they trying to paint that false narrative on DC? I ain't gonna say it's a false narrative, but why you think that narrative
What's
is?
the narrative though? Like, be clear on the narrative.
They saying DC niggas in the feds be on ass.
Like gay?
Yeah. What up? Is
I just said be
like,
clear, like everybody, you know, so we gotta be clear for people. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna
spell it
say
out
two
for 'em.
things though, and it depend on who you talking to though. It's a lot of niggas, you hear me?
I do be hearing
they
that. I
gonna say
heard that.
niggas cutthroat, you gonna get that all the time. You hear me? You gonna get that shit all the time. But there has been a wave of niggas like 1090 Jake, Vlad been asking a lot of niggas. I can't remember who else.
Sure, that's barbershop talk. I feel like I've seen I hear a lot of people talking about that.
What?
Just like DC being on, you know what I'm saying, funny time.
What barbershop you be in, nigga?
I'm just saying, like,
barbershop you be in?
No, listen, barbershop talk like the lingo, like
you
people
walk
talk
in the
about that. Those like, I would say,
you walk in the
even
barbershop
social media talk
and they
like, you know, so
talking
you
about
see
a
it
nigga from
online.
DC being on ass, I'm not getting my hair cut there.
I'm not, yeah.
Social media though, social media.
Okay, I feel
Social
what you're
media.
saying.
When I say barbershop talk, I mean just like lingo, like social media talk, like niggas is talking about it. It's a topic. Like I've seen it.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, man, you got the Lord niggas who came in the game on me and they fucked it up. And it ain't our generation. I mean, don't get it twisted. You got niggas in my generation and after my generation who made a failed temptation to, you know what I'm saying? But who established that is the niggas from Lorton, homie. They fucked our name up, dog. You heard me?
Lorton?
Yeah, the dude that came from Lorton.
Jail. Yeah.
So Lorton
Not Lorton like Virginia. I heard of Lorton.
Yeah, that's
Lorton,
Virginia.
Virginia. Used to be a jail out there.
That used to be the jail for DC inmates. You hear me?
Okay.
So like when they fucking came out there and they was on whatever they was on in Lowton, they came out there to the feds and shit got really real. You know what I'm saying? And all Lowton niggas ain't on that. There was a lot of them that was on that and that fucked our name up. You know what I'm saying? As a 007 016 000 number. You hear me? But you know, it is what it is.
Nah, for sure.
That's why they talk about it. But they don't never again. It's to sell stories. People won't want to listen to a nigga who DC niggas or ass. That caption stand out way more than a DC nigga stab somebody.
Do you feel offended though? Do you ever feel offended?
I feel highly offended because you got niggas like myself. I'm included with that shit, homie. I'm a 007 nigga.
Is you more mad at the person that's like gossiping or talking about it, or are you more mad with the people that gain that reputation for actually?
That's a hell of a great question, homie. Keep it games, I ain't gonna lie. That's
good shit right there, boy. That's some good shit right there.
Boy, that's a hell of a question. I'm actually mad at the messenger. I'm disappointed more at the messengers because everybody not on it. But you paint that narrative like everybody on it. That's what we majority known for. And that's what keeps a bad taste in niggas that's from DC or got a 007 or 016 or a 000 number. That's what leave a bad taste in our mouth, bitch, because everybody ain't on that. You don't talk about how we be slaughtering shit and whooping shit, and if it's 5 of us on the yard, we ain't going for nothing. You don't talk about that shit. You talk about the shit that, you know, I don't know, maybe it was Pride Month that month. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You heard me?
Nah, but
ain't wild, man.
Shit, but speaking on that and slander, you feel me? We touched on the little second. We already know you don't fuck with the nigga. But with 1090 Jake, man, he mentioned, we already touched on the manslaughter charge and everything like that. And the other case, we're going to touch on that as well. But 1090 Jake came out there, and I feel like 1090 Jake popped a YouTube video out there really painting a narrative on you. And you told me, we talked on off camera about it. And you feel like he really did a bad job on representation?
Yeah, I mean, to the outside world, he did his job. But to the niggas who know what's down with me, he violated. Because, okay, cool. If you trying to gain views and likes and all that little goofy shit on me, I mean, understand later on down the line, well, okay, bitch, I won. So you didn't reach out to try to get the real story. You didn't reach out to try to see, hey, look, I know I said this, but I really didn't know you. Like, you wasn't on no type of man time. And that's what made me feel like you violated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bitch, you know I won because it went viral that I won. So why you ain't reach out to a nigga and have a sit down with a nigga? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know clout, nigga. We could have did this shit over the phone. You hear me? And you could have went back and cleared it out without me being in your presence. But you didn't do that, and that's what I don't respect about that nigga. You don't know me, boy. I never heard of 1090 Jake a day in my life, son. Never. Until I picked up that phone. I think it was my right hand man, Cadet. I think when I was calling him, he was like, man, you know, they got a video with Wood. I'm like, what kind of video? I'm thinking they talking about a video of the situation. I'm like, he's like, no, a YouTube video. I said, YouTube video? What the fuck is that? And they said to do 1090 Jake. I'm like, I don't know that nigga. Who the fuck is that? And he was like, a white guy. I said, I definitely don't know him. You heard me? And it was like, damn, like, why you ain't, you know what I'm saying, reach out to get clarification of the situation rather than you didn't already slandering me. But like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like, and I'm going to keep it gangster with y'all, and I never said this, but I feel like that they told him to do that.
You think they a puppet?
Yeah, I feel like he don't know me, bro. And they keep it gangster. Yeah, I got a hell of a reputation for all the streets, but I don't have no hell of a record sold like a Shy Glizzy for you to know me. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, to make that story, bro. I see if I was a Shy Glizzy or something musically wise, where you can talk about artists of that kind of caliber in the media. You don't know me. I got a hell of a street reputation.
Yeah, but I feel like this shit go all back to what you said earlier, though. Like, even when it came to the beginning, or it's like, what's gonna sell more? This is like news, is media. Like, what he doing is like new media. So it's like, I feel like that was a big story at the time. Like, DC is one of them markets, though. So it's like, that's a wild story. So during the blog time, people is picking up wild stories, whether they know you or don't know you. Like, that's a story that's gonna stand out for just by him speaking on that story, gave him extra points to boost his platform up to, you know what I'm saying, boost what he got going on, because this was a crazy story.
All right, but this is where I'm gonna fuck your head up at. Shout out to No Savage. No Savage is a way more popping artist than me when we talking about musically. He went in a fucking Tyson's Mall and did XYZ.
Yeah.
He ain't make a video about that.
Yeah.
Come on now. We gonna keep it gangster. Again, somebody had to reach out to him and tell him, look, we trying to get this nigga off the streets. Make this video about this such and such and such. He don't know me, bro.
So you think that story was...
I know, bro. I mean, I don't know actually physically know, but I have a strong idea that it had to... Bro, I'm known in the streets. My reputation is big, but the rap career is not as big as the No Savages, the Shy Glizzies, them type of people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you have 10 motherfuckers right here, they can't recite a 9 Milli song. But if you had 10 motherfuckers right here, they can recite a No Savage song. So who's the bigger person? My point exactly. Musically, he's bigger than 9 Milli. Again, he had a fucking case in Tyson. We talking about Tyson's Corner, bro. That's in Virginia, one of the worst states to ever catch a crime in. Yeah. 1090 Jake ain't do a fucking report on that.
Yeah, but I feel like that way he is a big time rapper, but your story, somebody died. No Savage story, nobody died. Yeah, it was shots fired, people ran around, you got banned from the mile. Like, yeah, that's crazy. That is a crazy story, but somebody actually died though.
People die every day in DC, homie.
I'm just saying the difference between the two stories though.
But I'm saying this at the end of the day, again, how you know me.
He's saying he not that big.
I'm not that big of an individual.
Niggas getting shot
I'm not
everywhere.
that big of an artist for you to know me like that.
You understand that?
Now, if you was in, now I see if your
story
platform
big though.
The story was big only because it was 9 Milli, only because of the street reputation that I have. It wasn't because of the
That's
artist.
What you got to give yourself more credit for, though.
No,
because even when he put the video together, though, like I looked at the video today, like, bro, that video looked crazy. Just how he put the whole joint together, like if I go look over there, it don't even look the same no more. That shit look like some damn World War II, damn second world country, damn. My boy 9 Milli might be the most gangsters niggas in America. Like the way they put it together, Like it's a story.
And I understand again. I mean, like at the end of the day, that goes back to people. That goes back to people trying to gain views and likes. You know, you gotta understand this YouTube is monetized. So when you have a monetized YouTube, you gonna sugar and spice everything to make it nice.
I'm gonna say everything was boarded up. You know what I'm saying? Shirts around the heads, like outside shirts off, like everything the way it was presented is very believable.
You gotta find them crazy pics.
But you gotta understand that wasn't me that he had in them videos. That was some imitators. That wasn't 9 Milli. That's what you don't know, bro. That was some shit like if you watching Who Got Caught or Who Got Away With on Lifetime or some shit or some TV1 type shit, how they be having imposters doing shit. That wasn't 9 Milli with the gloves, bro.
That wasn't you in the video?
Fuck no.
Nah, hell no, that was you.
Hell no, boy.
Hell no, that was you. That nigga.
Listen, one thing I'm not gonna ever do or come on nobody platform is lie to you, my nigga.
In the 1090 Jake joint, that wasn't you in that video?
Listen, that was not me.
That's crazy.
That was not me in no video with no fucking mask on. And I don't even wear masks, round.
I ain't talking about the mask, but I seen your face or something. I thought that wasn't you.
You see my face in clips of music videos, but he had impersonation of people, of actors that he probably stole from other videos, making it seem like that's how that situation happened. And that's not how it happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch me like that, dog. First and foremost, I don't wear masks. You gonna know it's me. Because it's the last time you gonna see my face. Straight up. Any nigga tell you. I don't wear masks, bro. That's just that. So he impersonated somebody. I don't know, he had some fucking actors or something who did that shit, but that wasn't no fucking 9 Milli. I'm way handsome than that.
That nigga said way handsome than that.
Yeah,
Did you ever have a conversation with him?
Fuck no, I am. Man, that nigga not gonna, boy, you hear me?
You willing to?
Hell yeah.
Oh, we need, yeah.
I'm not promising y'all that it's gonna go right. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, I'm willing to sit down and talk to that boy, like say, brother, you know, I got some questions my damn self. Like, who put you on to me? Because I don't know you. And I know you don't know me. I know I would have seen if your platform was based in D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, then, you in Boston, bitch. You don't know me. I don't come out Boston.
From this perspective, though, do you ever feel like that turned your like rap career up, though, or just turned your brand up?
Nah, man, it made people have a perception on me that ain't real, dog. Like you say, it had people like, again, I mean, I've grown to love now I've grown to this mindset that now I don't care what people think about me and only what God think about me because I got closer and closer to God. But back then, it was like, nigga, no, you making people thinking that I'm this and I'm not. I'm not no monster. I'm not a crash dummy. You heard me? I'm not no fucking YN. I'm not no nigga who just do shit just because. Bitch, if you got 15,000 in your pocket and I got 5,000, bitch, I want to have a conversation on how you got that 15,000. Give me the blueprint so I can get it. I'm not gonna jack you for it. It's not my style, nigga. I like to gain and build relationships. I'm not on a jacking no nigga for the blueprint, then I'm gonna have to go to another nigga and see how he got that 20,000 too. When bitch, by the time if I would have had a conversation and let you know how genuine I am, I could have got that 15,000 plus more.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna show my niggas how to get what you told me. That's what type of nigga I am, bro.
Shit. I know we had jumped into the my boy 1090 Jake situation, but how long was you out before that situation even happened?
Like 2 years. Yeah, but like 2 years. 2 years and like a couple of months, you hear me? From when I came home, yeah. But I went back again. Remember when y'all came and seen me, I had the box on my leg. Because a nigga set me up around the way, you hear me? And put a gun in my car, called the police, did all kind of weird, hot shit. And I went back to jail on that. By the grace of God, I beat that. You hear me? And then when y'all came and see me, I was just coming home again. And then in 2021, I called the other murders, yeah.
Can you remember that day and like how that day played out?
What, for the murder?
Yeah.
I was booked for a situation, you heard me? That be a special guest at a little party and shit. And again, we having fun, we handling our business, we enjoying life, and a situation where a lady just was feeling herself or was having a bad day, you know what I mean? And as human beings, sometimes we have bad days. But when somebody is trying to talk to you and tell you what it is, and you don't want to care to understand on what it is, and you go to something else, she ran and got that man. I didn't do nothing out of pocket for her to go get that man. She got that man. When she came and got that man, his energy took off over her energy. You understand what I'm saying? They remind you, I'm deep in the club, man. I got people that's gonna die about me. Like people might try to die about him. You hear me? So instead of a person hearing a soldier like, look, say, bro, let me holler at you on some man time, bro, because she not thinking. So let's go over here, talk, and let her cool down. He wasn't trying to hear none of that. He was like, whatever she say goes. So I'm like, okay, cool. At one point in time, I'm like, all right, cool, say no more. Let me get my little peoples, you heard me? Because I got a lot of people at my section. He wasn't trying to let me get that. And again, the rules in D.C., if you get thrown out, your people get thrown out with you. So if you the security guard and I got to go, nigga, these my people, they got to go with me. How they going to know what's going on if I don't tell them? You could have walked me to the section, but I'm not Milli. So I don't know, in his mind, he probably thought it was brownie points. You know what I'm saying? And it fucked me up. Because I never been treated that way. Jacked up and pushed and all that. I ain't been treated that way, homie. You talking to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we get out there. We had a conversation. As the conversation go left, his man get to handling this business. And then, you know, XYZ. It go like that.
You think it's anything that could have been like prevented that night?
I tried to prevent it. I did my best, my power, bro. Man, bro, Wardy, man, listen, dog. I did everything in my power to prevent that night from turning into a hard flick. You hear me? You met me before, bro. I'm humble as shit, bro. I done had buku shows, buku concerts, no fights, no nothing. I don't care if I bring 90 niggas in the club with me, dog. Niggas is not gonna get out of line. Not because they scared of me, because they respect me. And they understand this how we get the bag. This how we gonna get close to the networking with other niggas. It might be in my nigga, it might be a nigga in my motherfucking little group or my entourage who pushing weight. He might meet his plug. You know what I'm saying? He might make his next plug. We not about to fuck that up. About fighting and doing crash dummy shit. We don't move like that, homie. For sure. So on that aspect, it was disappointing to see a grown man. You know what I'm saying? And may he rest in peace and may his family may God protect his family and things of that nature, because I'm not that cold-hearted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, inshallah, I just wish for that second when we was in the club, he would have just thought and seen that, you know, when I'm talking to you on man time, I'm not a pussy. Because some people think that gangsters, when we talk and try to deviate the situation, we pussy. And that ain't that. It's easy to get on some gangster shit. It's hard to talk shit out. And that's the shit that I focus on. I focus on the challenges. So that was a challenge for me, talking some shit out when I knew I'm being violated.
Yeah. So even when that night, like, you had to turn yourself in that night as well, or they came looking for you?
I ain't turn myself in. I ain't do nothing. Fuck, I'm turning myself in for. Yeah, come get me. I guess I ain't know that I had a warrant. I ain't turning myself in. You must be mistaken from an accident for some shit that happened, I guess, on purpose. I don't know. But not me. I ain't do nothing. What the fuck I be like, yeah, police, yeah, the guy that got, no. Ain't do nothing. So I guess by the person who shot B, who said he shot B, he said that I shot XYZ, and, you know, his whole story was fabricated and lies, and he told him his fucking self. When they asked me who shot B, I said, I got shot in D.C. I ain't say if he got shot in Maryland. I'm a gangster. I got a shot in a drive-by around Southeast somewhere. That's what I said. It's public documents. He the one said he shot me. Congratulations, you shot now. You heard me? Bitch, you didn't kill me.
Nigga wanted some
you heard me? Bitch, congratulations, you shot me in the legs. Cool. I mean, thank God you shot me in the legs, but I'm just saying. Sure. Yeah, you heard me? Like, cool. You got, if you wanna die with that on your resume, okay, cool. I'm still here.
Going through that, getting shot in the leg though, like, how was you feeling? Like,
I drove my fucking self to the hospital like Cameron did.
You got shot in the calf, the ankle,
Man,
the
I got
knee?
shot in my calves, almost close to my motherfucking A-rod, homie.
Is your driving leg or the other leg?
It mixed my A-rod like this, homie. That's all I was thinking, homie. Long as that joint ain't hit my A-rod, because I'd have been no more good in life.
Was it your driving leg?
I smelled my A-rod, homie.
He talking about.
It was both legs. I got it
that business.
Oh,
that business. You hear me? Yeah, he talking about the business. He
It was
almost been out of commission.
Yeah, it was like that close, homie, from, you know, taking what the females go crazy about away from me, dog. You heard me?
Damn.
Yeah, so that's all I was, you know, when I looked down and see he was still there, that's all it was about, homie.
That nigga said, "Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
still
yeah,
got
we
action."
moving.
So you got shot in the thigh.
I got shot right here, I got shot right here, I got shot right here, and I got hit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment, when did you realize like where you were shot at though?
When I got in the car. So, like, I guess when the bullet ripped through my jeans,
Yeah.
the air hit it. When the air hit, I said it was like a little tingly feeling. Like, what the fuck? And then, but my adrenaline pumping so much, it didn't phase me. I went to the hospital.
So it went through one leg, came out the other, or
Yeah, so it hit this joint, and then it hit this joint, and came out this joint. You heard me? Then it hit this joint, and came out the other joint. Yeah, that's how it happened.
did you ever feel like your life was on the line, or
Fuck no. Not no leg shot here, no. I told you when I was born so worried about soldier.
That nigga was trying to make sure
My
he could still
masterpiece,
get
homie.
active. You hear me? The
I
right
was
way.
made, when I seen my masterpiece was dead there, that's all I wanted. All right, cool. We going to George Washington Hospital. We going to George Washington Hospital Center. I can drive. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
you hear me? That's
for
all right.
sure, for sure.
Hey, stop for real. So I ain't gonna lie though. With you, you know, you was out here. You know that shit went super viral, especially for like local media.
No, it was everywhere.
Yeah, that shit was everywhere. So you feel like they were trying to slander your name because you ain't turn yourself in. So that shit hit the news. They was trying. I feel like they were trying to run a whole slander campaign. That paired with the 1090 video. Like you feel like they were trying to kill your public image immediately before you even hit trial.
That's they job. So I mean, again, going through my first situation, I understood that like this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Again, so I was expecting. I was calm about the situation, and you got bros that, like I said, held me down the whole situation that's in this building. I never called them like the light was over with. Never called them with negative energy. You heard me? It was always positive. Like, bro, I'll be home again. And they held it down. They held it down every which way. So at the end of the day, I didn't expect them to do nothing that I knew they was gonna do. I knew they was gonna do that because I learned that from my other situation, my other murders. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they did their job. Did they succeed? No.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? But they did their job for the moment. Yeah, what it is.
So
going through like fighting that situation though, how was that though? Did you know what I'm saying, you was gonna ultimately win, or did you feel like, damn, I just did 10 years, I'm about to do another 10, 20, 30 years?
I mean, you don't ultimately, you don't come in a situation and know like, oh yeah, I'm ultimately gonna win. Because that's God's decision. You hear me? Did I have faith? Hell yeah. My bros in the room, they'll tell you, I never called them like, oh bro, I think I'm gonna lose this, or I'm gonna do this, or no, ain't nothing. I never spoke negative about the situation. Always spoke positive about the situation. Even throughout the little situation, I was praying for him, praying for his family, all that shit. Because a lot of times these people don't understand that they actually take their family's emotions, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like you one way in your household, but then you another way on the streets. And then your people thinking you an angel, and you ain't no fucking angel. I know I ain't an angel, but I ain't the devil either. You heard me? So if shit come, my mom has come to a conclusion, okay, my son is X, Y, Z. We finally had those talks when it was out there. But before then, I keep a lot of shit from my mama, nigga. I wasn't telling my mama X, Y, Z. I'm not gonna tell my mama, oh yeah, I just shot X, Y, Z here. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit go. But you know, it is what it is.
Did you ever feel bad about that situation, or like you owe somebody something
Who?
from that situation?
What situation?
The club situation with
Why would I owe somebody something I ain't do nothing? Was that a trick question? Why was that a trick question? Yeah, man. Was that a trick? would let you slide with that, bro.
I'm just saying.
I already knew the answer to that. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I said somebody lost their life though, right?
But if they jump out
okay,
their body to do that,
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, again, I told you what I do and what I have did. I pray for his family. I pray for him by the grace of God, wherever he at, or how the case may be, that, you know, X, Y, Z. But I can't, I mean, I'm not about to, again, it's just his man fault.
can't hold that back.
You gotta understand, people gonna protect me like people gonna protect him. I'm the brand, homie. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the brand. If you the brand, you got soldiers around you that supposed to protect that brand. If shots get fired at you, my nigga, it's our duty, it's our job, not your job and your duty to make sure that whoever sent shot at you, they die. They violated. What shit could have been talked about in a mannerism, in a black man perspective, but it wasn't that. So when y'all want to get on some ignorant shit, niggas like to get ignorant. And that's cool. I never look for problems. But if problems come to me, I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. That's how I go.
Pray for the best, prepare for the worst. You hear me? That's what they say.
No, for sure.
What was that feeling like, though? Knowing that everybody ran the slander campaign, the media, niggas from out of Miami, all over. When you beat that and figured out that you finally beat that, what was your feeling like?
I was so excited that I couldn't cry because it was like I wanted to cry so bad, but I couldn't be super excited because it's like a life still lost.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, as a black man who understand the aspect of another black man, you know what I'm saying? Like we together, homie. But the brainwash mentality that make us unequal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we always go against each other. So it was like, I'm happy to be able to get my freedom back, go to my daughter, make away from my bros and things of that nature. But it was like, another life is still gone. For sure. His daughter can't be without him, you know what I'm saying? Sure. His wife is no longer can sleep in the bed with him, you know what I'm saying? I'm not immature to that fact, you heard me? And it was like, damn, only if a person would have just thought. But sometimes that's how shit work, man. God got his way of handling situations, or the devil. And we just can't question it. We got to roll with the punches and be like, oh, it is what it is. I'd have been through some shit, homie. That I come to the conclusion, like, I can't question God about it. It is what it is. Because all the shit I've been through got me sitting on this fucking red couch with you and you.
Nah, for sure. We appreciate that.
So why would I fucking ask questions about shit?
Nah, for sure.
If I get hit by a car today tomorrow, God forbid it, I can't complain about it. Maybe it's time for me not to have no legs and I got some special shit that got going on that he want me to do. I don't know. But we can't, and I'm being realistic about what I'm saying. You just can't question them, bro.
Nah, for sure.
I done buku years in prison, you know what I mean? And people can say, yeah, man, you know, if you ain't up with the prison, you probably would have blew up. I could have been dead too.
For sure.
I was thugging, bro. It's not a nigga on the chat, not a nigga on the YouTube, not a nigga. If you know me, bitch, I was thugging hard. Like, you violate me or mine, nigga, I'm coming. You gotta worry about this little 5'6" nigga coming to see you, boy. Yeah. And I'm not playing no games. But I'm cool as shit. They gonna tell you that's one of them niggas that you fuck with that little nigga. That nigga's cool as shit, humble, funny as hell. Probably called me the bid. I'm probably the bid sometimes. I'm institutionalized at a certain point. But at the end of the day, I mean well. And that's where anytime any person come in my presence, they gonna basically salute and be like, yeah, he really that. But he that too.
For sure.
How long was you sitting down from that situation?
What situation?
The situation we were just talking about for the club.
2 years.
2 years.
Went in 2021, came home in 2023.
So you've been off about 2 years.
By the grace of God. And I'm gonna tell you this here, man. And I hope whoever see this, hope the government, please don't send nobody my way. I'm out the way. I'm chilling. I'm a girlfriend, man. You heard me? I make my salads. I make it way for my bros. I make it way for my little daughters. You know what I'm saying? The people I love, I'm on a righteous path, homie. I don't be on the blocks, homie. Not because I'm scared to come on the block. It's because I'm getting old, bitch. I'm pushing forward. What the fuck I need to be on the block for? Any nigga, and I'm gonna say this on some real gator shit, and I hope my mic turned all the way up, dog. Any nigga that's my age rank, my nigga, 37, 38, 30, anything 33 and up, if you still on the block, my nigga, you dumb. If shit come your way, if they get to spinning that bitch, you deserve to get hit. It's over with, bro. Out time in the street is over. If you wasn't thugging in your 20s and your teens, don't wait till you turn 33 and start hanging. Like, come on, bitch, you look stupid. You heard me? And I would look stupid as a double OG, homie, who did X, Y, Z, and stood solid on every fucking ground you can ever get. To be out there with some 18, 19-year-olds. Bitch, y'all older to be my kids. What the fuck I look like out there just because I want to be down? You dumb. Your time is up. New generation. I don't disrespect them young niggas. Them young men. But I don't get violated either. Because anytime, bitch, I can get active. You heard me? I can get active quick. Because I love my life more than the nigga may love trying to take it, nigga. That's how we thugging. Straight up.
Shit, nah, for sure. I feel like you been through a lot. And I had the opportunity of listening to your music, though, you feel me? Like, that's here to come, like, for the people, like, you really got some shit. A lot of storytelling, you know what I'm saying, turned up shit. You got, like, a mix, though. It's a lot of, I don't know if I want to use the word venting, but
I'm venting.
Like it's a lot of experience, you know what I'm saying, coming from this album that's about to come out. For the people that don't know the name of the album, like, let them know what's coming up.
So the new album that's about to come out, hopefully it land and drop in August. All Truth, No Lies, the retirement plan. So it's basically telling y'all I'm giving y'all all of me. So any questions or any answers y'all wanted to hear or wanted to know, y'all getting it on this album. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, I share shit that people don't know. Like, people don't know I was married 2 times. You heard me? And got a divorce. You heard me? That's some shit that people didn't know about. But on the album, you gonna hear it, and you gonna understand why I divorced them people. Without me saying names, I ain't saying nobody's name. I don't believe in that. But they know. If they gonna hear it. But at the end of the day, it's shit like that. I'm bringing you into my little world. I'm bringing you to my trials and tribulations for the young people who just getting to know who the fuck I am, and from the people who already know who the fuck I am, and probably don't know certain shit that did happen or didn't happen, you gonna know on this album right here. It's the retirement plan. This is my last album. I'm done. It's over with. I'm ready to be a husband, a grandpop, step-pop, dad, all that shit. For sure. Yeah, I want to just drink wine and just motherfucking watch the raindrops hit the wall.
Nah, but sure, like, some peaceful shit.
I'm old, son. I mean, I graduated. And and the person might say, what do you mean you graduated? When I say I graduated from the streets, my nigga, I'm on parole. I got a passport, and I've been through hell and back, and I'm still here in great health, and I'm looking good as hell. Bitch, I graduated. I retired my jersey. I don't want to wear that 4-5. I don't want to come back out there and acting like I'm Jordan again. No. That's not my mindset. That's not what I'm on. I'm focused on building, again, a even more deeper relationship with God, making sure my family understand the aspect of a relationship with God, building revenue for when I do go, I can lead them with something. And my men and my bros, they straight. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, like I was telling you before, just imagine you go to jail, you lose everything, you come home, you still lose. I lost over 30,000. My wife had took money from me, you heard me? And it left me back at I had like 11,000 because I had gave to my man, and they ain't touched not a dime of my money. Shout out to Cadet. You know, he had $7,000 of my money because I had like 4,000. They ain't touched not $1. When I came home, because they believe I was coming home facing life in prison, the people gave me a bank card and my PIN number. This is your bank card, this is your PIN number, your money. Not a dollar was missing. Them the type of niggas I love. Yeah, that's why them the type of niggas that's right here, right now. You hear me?
Real niggas.
Shout out to them.
You know, even when the person I trusted, who I cherish the most, dogged me out. You hear me? But again, I don't cry over spilled milk. I just go get another glass. Meaning, I'm not gonna ponder on that 30+ thousand that was gone. We're gonna figure out, okay, cool. I had a choice at that moment to say, you know, I can go left or I can go right. And God will test me. Nigga, you just be 2 second-degree murders and the first-degree murder. You think they ain't about to come with a price? You know how much my lawyer was?
How much?
$5,000. God is great, nigga. Nigga, I was facing 2 second-degree murders and a first-degree murder, and I won with a $5,000 lawyer.
That's some Hall of Fame numbers right
Then
there.
what I'm trying to tell y'all. You heard me? So at the end of the day, why you think you know why I charge him the way I do? That wasn't him. That was God, my nigga. He made my $5,000 lawyer. Shout out to Keith Filler. He made him look like Johnny Cochran.
Damn.
That shit, nah, that's real shit.
Blessing right there for sure.
So when I say I encourage everybody to go to the God, because when shit fall left, if you don't have true family, and we're not talking about relatives, because relatives don't always have to be family. You heard me? They just related to you by blood. We have true family, my nigga, around you, and you have God, my nigga, you can't lose. Sometimes even the worst conditions that the people from the outside may think is worst conditions, be the best conditions. Jail was a blessing for me, dog. You hear me? Jail was a blessing for me. It taught me how to be a man. It humbled me. It taught me how to be a thinker. It taught me how to be a listener. And it taught me how to learn through experience of going through trials and tribulations to be who I am today. I wouldn't change it for the world. If I go back and you be like, yo, would you change shit? No. Why I wouldn't change shit? Because then I'll be contradicting on what God had planned for me. And that ain't that.
No, for sure. And that's what it is, man. Hey, look, we been wrapping it up. I feel like we dived into a lot, though. I kind of want to give you, like, some quick answers, though, quick responses, though. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Hands down. Let's go. Shoot them all.
Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
Man, both of them bad right now, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
One or the other.
Yeah, I know, but you seen how Nicki Minaj ass? I don't know if that was AI. I don't know.
I don't know.
On real,
you said AI? You about to say AI?
Yeah, because I don't know where the
man.
fuck. But, man, both of them just plastic, dog. You hear me? But if I had to choose, fuck. I was a huge Lil' Kim fan until she went Michael Jackson on the nigga. You hear me? And then Nicki Minaj, she just come with a lot of problems. I think she a little fucked up in the head too. So I mean, if I want peace, I'm going with Lil' Kim. I'm going with Lil' Kim, cause I'm all about peace. I think Nicki Minaj doing some drugs, some other shit. I ain't saying Lil' Kim ain't, but she don't show it. She don't act like she is. So I'm gonna go with Lil' Kim.
Shit. Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan, man, that ain't even a thought. I nigga the GOAT, homie.
Mm-hmm.
He the GOAT.
For sure. Damn.
You supposed to have this shit written down.
Hell no, this shit new. Look, hey, listen, this. Hey, look, we gonna call this the 9 Milli segment.
Yeah, this 9 Milli segment. Fucking right. Yeah.
What you got for him real quick off the top?
Right quick off the top, man. I ain't gonna hold you. East Coast rapper down south.
Down south.
Down south.
They really thugging, man. I ain't saying East Coast niggas ain't thugging, you hear me? But down south, dog, they swag is different. They stories is different. It's a lot of poverty. And I ain't saying there's a lot of poverty on the East Coast either, you hear me? But it's just different, dog. You hear me? Like on the real, son, it's just different. They got a unique style, swag that make you want to be entertained. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Real talk.
So I got another one for you. Lil Wayne or NBA Youngboy?
Man, that ain't no motherfucking Lil Wayne. I lost all respect for NBA Youngboy, dog. Yeah, I don't, man, bro. Like, bro. Understand this. When you talk a certain way, you act a certain way, and you walk a certain way that you say that you walk, you can't do no weird shit, homie. You understand what I'm saying? You can't paint your fingernails. You can't wear girl shit. All that shit is. I know at that point in time when I see that, you sold your soul. Musically, I can't listen to nobody who ain't really about that. That's just me.
So you don't think Youngboy about that?
You sold your soul. How can you be about that?
Yeah.
Shit. Life with the internet. Yes, life without the internet.
Life without the internet.
I feel like that question about to be extinct. Too many people ain't gonna be able to answer that question.
Yeah, life without the internet, because you get away with so much shit. A lot of people ain't in your fucking business. This internet and broke up a lot of relationships, broke up a lot of friendships. It just destroyed a lot of shit in the world, dog. You heard me? And again, it got its pros and cons with it, but in a sense, it's just from Instagram and Facebook perspective, it's more bad than good, dog. You heard me? Like, it's just bad, dog. You heard me? Like, I mean, if you're an entertainer, if you got some business and shit, then it's good far as that. But on a personal note, I'd rather live life without the internet. Like, false Instagram and Facebook and shit like that. Because if y'all was in DC and they didn't have Instagram or Facebook, bitch, you gonna still know who I am. My name's still gonna be ringing. I was that before the internet.
No, for sure. Before we get up out of here, man, is there anything you want to let the people know?
I mean, shit. I'm not a monster. I'm a God-fearing individual. I'm a caretaker, provider, protector, things of that nature. I'm humble as hell, and I'm a God-fearing man. So it's like, I mean, whatever perception that these people's had of me at one point in time, grab your number 2 pencil and erase that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you had a pen, bitch, grab some white out. You heard me? Like, I'm cool as hell, dog. I'm funny. Like I said, I'm a vibe, dog. I'm a vibe, and I can be otherwise, but I choose not to be. So whatever perspective that the people got out there, if y'all look on Google or Reddit and all that other YouTube, nigga, that ain't me. You meet me in person, and personally, you gonna fall in love with a nigga, no diddy. You hear me? And you gonna like, damn, I fuck with that nigga. I got brains. I'm very intelligent. I'm very bright. I got knowledge. Whether we can have a politics conversation, a rap conversation, a personal conversation, a mental conversation, whatever conversation you want to have, bitch, I'm educated. I'm super educated. Super educated. You hear me? No, I ain't got no fucking bachelor's degree, but I got buku certifications, buku trades, and I got a diploma. I'm that. So again, they need more people like me in the world because we make a way for other people who don't know how to make a way from themselves or who don't see the true potential within themselves. We bring that potential up out of them, you heard me? And that's what I do. Imagine coming home from prison, you started off in the company working $14 an hour, you bust your ass off, you heard me? When you bust your ass off, no diddy, you heard me? You move up in the ranks, and the people that held you down, you go back and tell them, look, I'm giving all y'all jobs. Now they work with you. I'm a gangster. Every nigga that held me down besides Cadet and things that I made sure they had a job.
No, for sure, man. Let the people know where to follow you at.
I'm on Instagram, the only gram, MILL_DALEGEND. That's it.
For sure, man. It's Big Mouth of the South. You know we tapping in with the real, man, real deal. Gangsta in the building. You know what I'm saying? Did that. You know what I'm saying? Past that. Play what's going on, my boy. Let them know where to follow you at.
Man, what's the play? 10YEARS. Get at me, man. Get us up on 25K on YouTube, Big Mouth Media, 150K on IG.
We can't. My bad. We can't. I can't introduce my dog up here because
come on, the time is running out.
I want to introduce my dog.
Come on. Hurry up, get him on.
I
Right, get your mic right quick.
I got to introduce my dog to get that. All right.
What's going on? This Cadet the Living Legend. You know what I'm saying? One of the best rappers in DC.
And y'all gonna be hearing more about my dog, you heard me? Shout out to YBE, shout out to Shay Rose who could be here, Young Jose, everybody, you heard me? We out here, the whole DMV, from Light Show to, and we don't even conversate with these niggas, but we see you niggas handling y'all business. 30 Block, Fat Trail. You know, I don't know what the fuck I am no fee said, but they need to go get that nigga, tell that nigga come back out here. Free Situation Slim, you heard me? My cousin, you heard me? A dog with that shit. We coming, no diddy, we coming hard, you heard me? Real talk.
Shit, we appreciate it. This ain't the last one. We out.